Hey friend, welcome to the BotBuhdy AI report. Today we've got a packed show for you. Meta launches, Meta Compute, enters cloud war, stock surges 18%. Largest U.S. anti-AI protest marches from OpenAI to Anthropic in San Francisco. Microsoft CEO warns using AI means giving away your company's secrets. New cheap Chinese AI model is now competitive with Claude and ChatGPT on Western. And finally, Bending Spoons hired 286 from 800,000 applications. Let's get into it.
Meta just made a move that Wall Street never saw coming. The social media giant announced something called Meta Compute, a plan to rent out its massive AI infrastructure to other businesses, going head-to-head with Amazon, Google, and Microsoft in the cloud computing wars. And the market absolutely loved it. Meta's stock surged 18% in a single session, its biggest single-day gain of 2026, adding $221 billion to its market cap in just 1 week. Here's the scale of what they're building. 7 gigawatts of computing power this year, 14 gigawatts by 2027. To put that in perspective, 1 gigawatt can power roughly 800,000 homes. And on top of all that, Meta plans to start making its own Iris AI chip in September. This is not just a social media company anymore. Meta is playing a completely different game now.
Wow. Okay, so that just happened. This next one really blew my mind.
On Saturday, something unusual happened right outside the doors of some of the world's most powerful AI companies. Over 100 people marched from OpenAI's Mission Bay headquarters through downtown San Francisco, past Anthropic's offices in Google's Embarcadero building, all the way to A16Z, the venture firm that has poured billions into AI development. The event was called Freeze AI on Slushy Day, a cheeky nod to 7-Eleven's Free Slurpee promotion on July 11th. But the message was deadly serious. A coalition of groups, Stop AI, Pause AI, Quit GPT, are demanding a full development moratorium. One person drove 10 hours from Los Angeles just to be there. Another came all the way from Sacramento. This is now the largest anti-AI protest in American history. It's still a small number of people relative to the industry's momentum, but the fact that it's growing, organizing, and showing up directly at the front doors of these labs, that's something the industry can't ignore forever.
Now this next story really got me thinking. This could change everything.
Microsoft's CEO just dropped something that should make every business using AI stop and think. Satya Nadella posted an essay called The Reverse Information Paradox, and here's the core argument. When your company uses AI, you are not just paying with money, you are paying with your secrets. Every prompt you send, every workflow you run, every correction you make, the model is learning from it, and that learning does not necessarily stay with you. It becomes part of the model's intelligence. Nadella put it like this: you essentially pay for intelligence twice, once with money and again with the proprietary knowledge you must reveal to make that intelligence useful. Think about that. Your competitive edge, your institutional know-how, the things that took years to build, slowly flowing into a model that your competitors use too. Now here's the kicker. Nadella's company owns a 27% stake in OpenAI. This is one of AI's biggest insiders, raising the alarm from the inside.
Now this one is a little concerning. This is something we should all be paying attention to.
Here's a headline that should shake up the AI industry. A new, inexpensive Chinese AI model is now genuinely competitive with Anthropic's Claude and OpenAI's ChatGPT. Not kind of close. Actually competitive on Western benchmarks. Reuters is calling it a model that has caught up to American AI on its own home turf. And the timing could not be more charged. The U.S. government is already running probes into American companies using Chinese AI products. China is simultaneously restricting exports of its best frontier models to the rest of the world. And right in the middle of all of this, a cheap Chinese alternative to Claude and GPT shows up and starts passing the same tests. If this holds up under scrutiny, it puts enormous price pressure on every American AI lab. Why pay premium prices for Claude or ChatGPT if a cheaper Chinese option performs just as well? The geopolitical and commercial implications here are massive.
Wait, what? I had to read this one twice. This changes things.
Here is a data point that is hard to argue with. An Italian software company called Bending Spoons, they own Evernote, Vimeo, and AOL, just shared some numbers ahead of their NASDAQ IPO. In 2025, they received over 800,000 job applications. They hired 286 people. That is not a hiring freeze. That is a statement about what AI has done to their workforce. By the first quarter of 2026, AI was authoring or co-authoring over 90% of their engineering code, up from less than 10% just 1 year earlier. Revenue per employee more than doubled to $2.57 million. The company is now valued at $25 billion. And here is the uncomfortable truth. This is not a warning about what AI might do to jobs someday. It already happened at scale inside one real company. 800,000 applicants, 286 hires, 90% AI written code.
That's all for today, friend. If you found this helpful, smash that like button and hit subscribe. I will see you tomorrow with more AI news. Until then, stay curious, stay informed, and remember, leverage your intelligence.